started calling me a gurry slag and a white slag. They refused point blank to call it a racial attack.
Some of you may have seen viral photos that went online this week of a young lady. I'm here with Nikki now. Can you tell us what happened to you 24 days ago?
I was assaulted by 3 Asian lads. They smashed me into a Yorkshire stone wall. I was coming back from Tesco's with my breakfast. They shouted, "Yo, white girl, gives a light." And I said, I ain't got one, love, and I carried on walking. And then they started calling me a gurry slag and a white slag. Gurry slag.
Guru means white girl.
Yeah. And then
in Arabic.
Yeah, and then one of them ran up behind me and smashed my head. I woke up holding my weight because it happened that fast. I didn't even have time to break my fall. I've got, I think it's about 4 or 5 inch gash across the middle of my head. You could see me, my skull. I've got 21 stitches on the outside, and 38 or 48 on the inside, dissolving stitches on the inside.
So you rang the police from the scene when you come around?
Well, a lady did. She seen me coming from under the tunnel. I waited down there 35 to 45 minutes for police to come. They didn't come. I ended up walking home myself, got nearly all the way home, and they met me in the back car park, back of my house.
Okay, so the police met you at the back of your house. You've explained to them what's happened, that it's been a racist attack, you've been violently beaten. Since then, 24 days ago, what contact have you had with the police?
None face-to-face. I've received a couple of messages from PC Joyce, who was meant to be investigating officer, that I still haven't met, saying to me that she's investigating, but she's not willing to take a statement because I can't ID people who it is. That's pretty much all I've heard.
So they haven't took any written statement for you to give any information about the men you saw?
Not a thing.
And up until you put those photos online, what was the police contact then?
Non-existent until my partner got in touch. I think it was about 2.5 weeks later, he got in touch with a police officer called Sarah Barker. She's like one of the community police, that work within community. She said she'd sort it out. A couple of days later, I received a phone call from that PC Joyce, and that's when she told me that she wasn't willing to waste her time or my time taking a statement because I couldn't ID the people, but she will make inquiries.
What about taking photographs of your injuries?
They come out day after, took 3. But apparently they got lost in black hole. They were her words again. My statement, the file, about the incident, that had been lost in black hole. She said.
It's been lost.
Yeah, that she said. She said they were exact words. It had been lost in black hole.
This didn't hit the press. It didn't hit any media. Just so everyone knows, it was in no papers. It was on no news. There was no witness appeal. The first thing the police should have done after this is a massive witness appeal, but there was nothing. The first time it hit the papers was because Nikki shared the photos and said how outraged she was because she's been the victim of a racist attack and nothing's been done in 3 weeks. Now, if I read you what the police say, Detective Inspector Mark Atkinson of Kirkley CID said, "This was a terrible incident and one which left the victim with severe, serious injuries. We have been in regular contact with her to enable us to investigate the incident fully."
Lies. Not been in regular contact at all. And they haven't. First time they contacted us were 14 days, 2 weeks, so I'd say about 17, 18 days afterwards. And that's when they said the comment about that the file had been lost in black hole.
Bearing in mind a young English girl has been severely beaten in such an attack, this is the appeal. This. Now, just for 1 minute, if you're watching this, reverse the roles for a minute. Imagine a Muslim woman wearing a hijab has been violently beaten by 3 young white men and faced injuries like these. Do you know who would be sitting here now with you, with the media? The leader of the police force, your local politician. Everyone would be here speaking to cameras across the country, telling them they will find the men that's done this.
They refused point blank to call it a racial attack. They were saying that I had no right to call it that because we couldn't say that that's what it was. And until they finally stated exactly what it was on Friday just gone in a text message.
So until Friday, they were not treating this as a race hate crime. No. From the start, you told them the names they called you?
Yeah, from start, from very beginning. But the point blank refused. Actually, really, they started giving us, me and my partner, a bit of attitude for saying that, saying that if it were vice versa, it'd go totally different. And they were saying that we couldn't say that we couldn't be certain that it were down to race, even though they were calling me a white slag and stuff like that. So.
Do you think they've tried to just avoid this completely, and that if you hadn't put the pictures out, this would have just been completely left?
I feel like...
You think it's been investigated?
No, I don't. To be quite honest with you, I feel like that they were really, really hoping that if they just kept quiet and didn't get back... I don't believe for 1 minute if my partner hadn't got in touch with them to find out why nobody had been out for a statement, I don't believe that they would have actually got back in touch with me myself.
Neither do I for 1 minute.
And I don't. They made me feel like my life's worthless, to be honest.
Made you feel like your life's worth?
Yeah.
It's just winding me up.
Sorry.
No, it's alright, come here, man. No, the effects from that for you ain't even going to have started, baby. Ain't even going to have started. But it's... You alright? You want to carry on?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, of course I do.
What would you say if I told you that the inspector in charge of this police force, his name's Mohammed?
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
What about if I told you the neighbourhood support sergeant for this police force is also called Mohammed?
Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Do you think that's anything to do with why this hasn't been investigated?
Do you know what it is? It's round here that they just will not... They'll not... When it comes to Muslim, and I don't care what anybody says, when it comes to Muslim, they do not want to upset him in any way, shape or form.
So in this local area, because I know we spoke earlier, do you know any other women who have been attacked or abused?
Yeah, there's another white lass that she got a week to the day that it happened to me. They don't seem to her, but they asked her for a cig. They asked me for a light. They asked her for a cig, but she actually managed to get away.
Has that been reported?
Not that I know of, but it's down to the fact that when we were speaking about it, her exact words were, "What's point?"
That's how people feel.
Yeah, what's point?
It's all over the country.
Yeah.
Do you know how many victims there probably are like you?
Yeah, I didn't realise just how... do you know, I've had so much support over Facebook and stuff, and it was sort of like, it was overwhelming. It's because I got to the point where I was feeling like it can't be that much of a big deal, do you know what I mean? And then when I look at my face and
when I saw your photos, it shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
As a female, as a lady.
I keep saying to my partner, do you think I'm being a bit melodramatic, or do you think I'm being a bit pathetic about it? But it's when you see my photos, I don't think I am, you know.
You're certainly not. What am I going to ask you to do at home? I'm going to ask you, we're going to set up a website and a justice campaign for you, Justice for Nikki. We're going to set that up, and we're going to get a petition going, and I'm going to find Mohammed Rauf, who's your top police officer. I want to find him. If you're willing to come with me, I want you to find the website for this. We've got justicefornikki.com. I want to ask you, people don't think this matters. When we done the Justice for Chelsea campaign, we went with Chelsea, we handed in that petition. When that petition was handed in, it made the police spring into action. Now, when this video goes live, Batley police force are going to need to spring into action because the whole country's going to be enraged at what's happened to Nikki here. So I'm asking that you take you 5 minutes, sign this petition, give me the paperwork that I need to go and find the leader of this police force, to make sure that pressure's put on. And you see, if we can't get the police to do their job properly on this, then I'll do everything, and I'm sure the public watching this are going to do everything they can to make sure you get justice and that you get help and support.
It's so nice to see the fact that you're a stranger and you it's just nice to see. It's nice to see that support. It's nice because I felt like I didn't have it, to be honest, and I felt like I didn't have it from people that I should have been, the people that get paid to do it.
I think the whole British public's going to support you after watching this, and they're going to be outraged.
Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you how much it means. I can't tell you how much it means. They think that I'm just going to forget and, give up the fight and think, I can't be bothered with this, or they keep knocking me down, but it's every time they knock me down, I'm just going to keep getting back up because it's a fight worth fighting.